Nancy Pelosi's husband's buying Nvidia stock. Should you be buying Nvidia stock as well? If you watched my video, top stocks to buy in July, Nvidia was on that list. And I told you it might go below $150, that would be an opportunity to add. It's bounced nicely off of those levels. Now in this video today, we're gonna talk about Nvidia stock, some recent developments. Nancy Pelosi's husband, of course, bought some. I'm gonna show you how to track what all politicians are buying for their personal individual stock portfolio. Also do a quick breakdown of Nvidia and some of their future growth prospects. And then we're gonna look at a chart. I'll tell you where I think the stock is headed next. You're gonna wanna see this one, guys. Stay tuned. Do you guys remember this guy, Edward Snowden? Takes a dig at Nancy Pelosi. Ordinary Americans are hurting, but Congress doing just fine. Okay, if you don't know who Snowden is, there's actually a movie about him. He has his own book called Permanent Record, and he's now a citizen of Russia. So there's a lot of drama going on there. We won't get into that too much, but he's a former intelligence security contractor, and he's taking a jab here at Pelosi. Ordinary Americans are hurting, but it looks like Congress is doing just fine. Retweeting from Crypto Whale, in June 2022, Nancy Pelosi and her husband disclosed a $5 million stake in Nvidia. Now she wants to pass a CHIPS Plus bill, which gives $52 billion to chip companies, including Nvidia. Now you could argue that this might help companies like Intel more than Nvidia, but anyway, definitely not suspicious at all, ... So there's a lot of people that don't like this because on one hand, she's saying she doesn't have any awareness of this, that her husband's doing it without her knowledge. Some people would say it's hard to believe that he would go make $5 million purchases in stock without talking to his wife first. But I'm not here to judge. I'm just giving you the facts. You can make your own thesis, your own conclusion. Now, in a second here, I'm going to actually show you where you can go to track what politicians are buying for the individual stocks. You're going to want to see that one. Before I do that, I want to go through this here. It was disclosed earlier that Pelosi made 3 trades in tech stocks, including exercising option to purchase 200,000 shares of Nvidia. That transaction was done on June 17th. So this data is a little bit old because we don't get the information right away. That was valued between $1 and $5 million. Paul Pelosi, that's her husband, runs a venture capital firm. He's been doing this for years. These guys are multi-millionaires making tons of money. And of course, she's been a Speaker of the House for a long time. She's been part of, Washington, D.C. for many, many years. She's really a career politician. Members of Congress are allowed to buy and sell stocks and options in public companies, provided they disclose their trades. Now, I did another video, Top Nancy Pelosi Stocks to Buy, that really breaks this down, shows you the history of how they have to actually report these transactions and so on. So you can check that out if you'd like to. But this rule has come under scrutiny, spurring the creation of the Nancy Pelosi Exchange Traded Fund by Unusual Whale. So there's actually different websites, there's different Twitter accounts, what have you, the Nancy Pelosi tracker that are tracking her buys and sells. You can do it on your own. I'm going to show you how right now. So this website is housestockwatcher.com. There's also a senatestockwatcher.com. So for the House, this is where Pelosi is going to be. So this House tracker is going to show you all the buys and sells from the House representatives. You can go here, summary by rep. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to type in Nancy, and that's going to bring up Nancy Pelosi. You can search for anybody you want. View summary, 71 transactions. You can see all the information here. You can see Nvidia right here, purchase 1 million to 5 million. You can go to view. You can actually dig into this. You can go into it a little bit further. You click on here, shows you the actual report of everything that she's buying and selling. There's Visa in there, there's Apple, and so on. So that's how you can track this on your own. Again, this is housestockwatcher.com. Now, of course, guys, I'm not telling you to go run out and buy stocks just because someone like Nancy Pelosi's husband's going and buying the stocks. I've been recommending Nvidia for quite a while. And I did a video, like I mentioned in the intro, in July, top stocks in July. I told you that it could go down below $150, that it'd be an opportunity. This does pay a 0.1% dividend yield, so very tiny yield. It's a 43P ratio, $402 billion, very large cap. I think that Nvidia will be a $1 trillion market cap by 2030. They have a ton of room to grow, and they're in every secular growth trend you can imagine. I'm gonna show you some of the things that they're working on right now. So when you think of Nvidia and you think of growth drivers, of course, everybody knows about gaming. A lot of people want to tie them to cryptocurrency, say they're going to get hurt really bad. The thing about it, guys, they've branched out so much in the last 5 years or so. Artificial intelligence is huge. Data center is a huge component of their business. You've got AI on 5G, so you're hitting that artificial intelligence as well as 5G. Autonomous systems, autonomous driving, Omniverse. I've done several different videos on NVIDIA on the channel. Definitely check those out. There's so much to learn about this company. When you look at their core business, so gaming still is about 46% of revenue. This is FY22. You look at data center, it's now 40%. A lot of people are surprised at how much revenue they're bringing in data center. That continues to grow. Professional visualizations, about 8%, lots of room to grow. And automotive is only 2%. I think there's a tremendous amount of room to grow in that space. You can see they have strong profitable growth. Of course, we've had supply chain issues. We've got concerns about a recession. There's lots of reasons to be bearish about stocks in general. But when I think of a long-term investment, Nvidia, very, very solid. In my opinion, it's a must-own stock in any portfolio. I can spend hours talking Nvidia. This is the last slide. We're going to go then to a chart. I'm going to show you where I think the stock price might go. But this is talking about advancing computing in the post-Moore's Law era. Basically saying that computing power is going to grow. This is saying 1,000 in 10 years, 1,000x. So the world's demand for computing power continues to grow exponentially, yet CPUs are no longer keeping up with Moore's Law. It's ended. NVIDIA pioneered GPU-accelerated computing to solve this challenge. Optimizing across the entire stack from silicon to software allows NVIDIA to advance computing in the post-Moore's Law era for large and important markets. Gaming, ProViz, high-performance computing, AI, cloud, transportation, healthcare, robotics, and Internet of Things. All right, next we're going to look at a chart here. Before I do that, I have to announce this video was sponsored by The Motley Fool. If you want to see the 10 best stocks to buy now, visit fool.com/firedupwealth. I want to remind you guys, Motley Fool does not tell me what to make. They don't tell me what to talk about. They don't tell me the videos I have to cover. They're a great partner, and check those guys out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel here, please subscribe. Click the bell to get notifications. Hit the like button and drop me a comment. So we're going to look at a chart here, some technical analysis. I'll show you where I think the stock might go. If you like technical analysis, we do chart day every single Wednesday in Discord, Patreon. You can check out patreon.com/firedupwealth. And that's my personal Patreon and Discord you can join. Now, when you look at Nvidia, we mentioned in the last video that we did, so top 5 stocks to buy in July, that this could actually go down to $135. So I said if it got in this 150 to 135, I circled this in the yellow. I thought that was a very strong buy opportunity. And right now at $137 support, look for $183. It's trading at $163 right now. We said that it was more than likely going to hold the 152, 155 bounce area. And if it didn't, it was a strong buy and it would bounce from there. It's done exactly that. Right now, it looks bullish. Now we have earnings reports. We're going to have FANG earnings next week. If some of those earnings reports come in bad, the whole market could roll over. That could impact Nvidia. This is that sweet spot, that buy zone that I think is, in my opinion, a strong buy when you get between 135 and 150. So if you're buying it here, you're chasing a little bit off that recent low, but it does look bullish to 183, assuming the market stays bullish. And of course, if that CHIP Act gets passed, which could get passed as early as this week, you could see a rally not only in semiconductors, but also the overall stock market in general. So I hope this video was helpful, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for your time and attention. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.